Multiple police officers are left injured after a standoff with a suspect and a house explosion in Arlington, Virginia. One America's John King has more.
A police confrontation in Virginia ends with a house exploding into flames. During a press conference Tuesday, police in Arlington, Virginia, after a preliminary investigation, identified the suspect as 56-year-old James Yu. The confrontation occurred Monday after officers received calls about possible shots fired at Yu's residence. Upon officers' arrival, authorities reported hearing several rounds being fired from inside the house.
As the suspect began discharging several rounds from a suspected firearm inside the house, officers could not locate the source of the suspected gunfire or its intended target. Officers began to deploy non-flammable, less lethal chemical munitions to multiple areas within the residence where the suspect was believed to be hiding.
As less lethal means were unsuccessful, officers were preparing to execute their plan to apprehend Yu before the explosion occurred, destroying the home. Furthermore, Yu is presumed to have died in the explosion as human remains were discovered at the scene.
The suspect was inside the residence at the time of the explosion, and he is presumed at this point to be deceased. Human remains have been located at the scene, and the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner will work to positively identify the individual and determine the cause and manner of death.
The surrounding neighbors were contacted and described what they witnessed during the massive explosion.
After like 15 minutes and 20 minutes of it, the house exploded. I fell backwards a little bit, and then our windows were broken down, and then we immediately went back inside.
I was just watching TV last night, and all of a sudden just felt this huge boom, and my whole house shook. I honestly at first thought that there was a car that rammed into my living room.
Meantime, 3 officers suffered minor injuries, with officials not disclosing the source of the house explosion. John King, One America News.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.